In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how you can use Affinity for CMYK color separation by channel using halftones. And for this demonstration, I have this example graphic that I'll be working with, and by the end of this lesson, I will have converted this graphic into a color-separated image that is comprised entirely of halftone dots, where every color that you see here is made up by some combination of C, M, Y, and K, which is cyan, magenta, yellow, and black. And if I come over here to the Channels tab and select each of these channels, you can see the halftones that we're working with for each channel. I'll also be showing you how to export these channels individually in case you're doing something like creating screens for screen printing. Before we get started though, if you want to learn more about how Affinity works, be sure to check out my Affinity Masterclass. It's a collection of over 80 videos where I go over all of the tools and features in Affinity and I explain what they are and demonstrate how they work, kind of like how I do in these tutorials. We even have a private community where you can ask questions and get help from me anytime you need it. I'll have some information about that down below, and with that out of the way, let's get started. So starting off, I have my example graphic here. I'm just going to select it. I want to make sure that I have everything grouped together. This works with both pixel-based images and vectors, like you see I'm doing here. And I'm just going to copy this and paste this as a new document by pressing Command-Shift-N. There we go. We have our new image. And the first thing we want to do is make sure that we have our document set up. So let's come up here to the document menu and select Pages. Or no, go to Setup and choose Document Setup. Now for this demonstration, I'm going to be working with inches, so I'm going to set that to inches. And the DPI I want to be 300. And then I'll come down here to color, and I want to make sure I choose CMYK. If you're working with a specific ICC color profile, you can choose that from this dropdown. Otherwise, I'm just going to use the default for this demonstration. Once that's set, I will click OK. And if you need to resize your image at all, just come back up here to Document and go to Setup, Resize, and choose Document. And from here, you can resize your document. So let's say you need your document to be a specific size. You can just enter that here and then click Resize. I'm happy with the size of my document, so I'm going to leave it as it is. And if you'd like to put some padding around the outside of the image, if you need some extra buffer around the graphic, just come back up here to Document, go to Setup, choose Resize, and this time I'm going to choose Canvas. I'm going to undo the lock icon between the two input values. And let's say I want to add a buffer of about 3 inches around this graphic. I'm just going to add 3 inches to each dimension. So for this, it's going to go from 14 inches to 17. And then over here, this one will be 19. And make sure for the anchor, you choose the center option here. I think by default, it has the top left. We want it set to the center so that the buffer goes around the entire outer edge of the image, and then click Resize. And now we have a little spacing around that image there. So I'm going to click on the graphic. I'm going to come over here to the layer menu, and I'm going to right click it and go to rasterized. And then I'm going to come over here to the pixel environment. If you're not there already, let's go to Pixel. Let's turn on Pixel View. And then if you come over here to the Channels tab, by default, it has the Layers tab enabled. There should be a Channels tab right here. If you don't see one, just come up here to Window and go to Pixel, and you should see the ability to enable the Channels tab right there. Now in the Channels tab, we have the 4 main channels that we work with, the C, M, Y, and K. So if I click on each of these, you can see it shows me a preview of each individual channel. And you can tell by over here where we just have the visibility icon and the unlock icon on this one channel that I clicked on. This is what the black channel looks like, the yellow channel, magenta, and cyan. So I'm going to apply a halftone filter to each of these channels individually, starting off with the cyan channel. Make sure you have your graphic selected like I do, as indicated by the bounding box, and come up here to Pixel, go to Filters, and then go to Color and select Halftone. From this menu, I'm going to choose Round. And for the cell size, you can use your own discretion here. For larger dots, you end up with fewer details. With smaller dots, you end up with more details, but it becomes a more complicated image. So use your own discretion of what you think works best. For my image here, I noticed 10 worked pretty well, so I'm going to set mine to 10. And for the screen angle, this is important. It has to be different for each channel. So for the cyan channel, we're going to start off with 15 degrees. So I'm going to press 15 and press Enter. And then I'll click Apply. And if I zoom in, you can see that has been reduced to black and white dots. Now I'm going to repeat that process for the other 3 channels. Let's click on the magenta channel and do the same thing. We'll go to Pixel, Filters, Colors, and choose Halftone. Once again, I'm going to choose Round. I'm going to use the same cell size that I used for the other one, so that would be 10. And for this screen angle, for the yellow channel, we're going to go with 75 degrees. So I'm going to press 75, hit Enter, and then click Apply, and now that channel is set. I'll come over here to yellow and do the same thing. Pixel, Filters, Colors, Halftone, Round, cell size of 10. And for the yellow channel, we're going to leave the angle at 0 degrees. I'll click Apply. And now that's set. And now I'm going to do the same thing for the black channel. So let me click on black, and I will go to Pixel, Filters, Color, Halftone. And I'm going to set this to round, 10. And the angle for this one is 45 degrees. So I'll input 45 and press Apply. Okay, so now we have the channels set for all 4 of the color channels. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to enable the visibility. I'm going to toggle it on for each of these. And you can see now that the color or the image has been reduced to halftone dots that are defined by the channels. Now, if you're doing something like screen printing and you need individual separated channels or separated images for each of these channels, let me show you how to do that next. So I'm going to come over here to the Layers menu. Well, actually, first, let me come over here to the Channels menu. I'm going to right-click on the cyan channel, and I'm going to go to Load to Pixel Selection. And that's going to create a pixel selection around all of the dots in that channel. And then I'll come back over here to the Layers menu, and I'm going to turn off the visibility of the pixel layer. Now, I have this extra pixel layer in here I don't need, so I'm just going to get rid of that. And with that turned off and the selection still enabled, I'm going to come up here to Pixel and go to New Fill Layer. But before I do that, make sure you have your fill color set as black. So mine's set to white, which I don't want. I'm going to set that to black and then click Close. And then I will go to Pixel and select New Fill Layer. And then I'll deselect it by pressing Command D or Control D. And now we have a separate layer of halftone dots for just the cyan channel. And in fact, you can come in here and double click this and rename it to cyan. And now if you want to print off a screen of just this image, you can export this as a PNG by going to File and choosing Export. And then from here, you can choose the type of PNG image you'd like to export. And then you will have a separate channel or separate image for the cyan channel. So let me turn off the visibility of that. Let me turn the visibility of the main image back on. Let me go repeat that process for the other channel. I'm going to right-click on the magenta channel, go to Load to Pixel Selection, come back into the Layers menu, turn off the visibility of the pixel layer, and then go to Pixel, New Fill Layer, and then I'll deselect it by pressing Command D or Control D, and then I'll rename this to magenta. I'll double-click the label there and type in magenta and press Enter. And now we have a separate layer for the magenta channel. So let me go and repeat that process for the other 2 channels as well real quick. And at this point, we are finished. We have successfully color separated our image into 4 different CMYK channels, and now we also have separate layers that we can export one by one for separate prints of each individual channel. If you found this lesson useful, be sure to check out my Affinity Masterclass. It's a collection of over 80 videos where we go over all of the tools and features in the Affinity app, and I explain what they are and demonstrate how they work. Kind of like how I did in this video. We even have a private community where you can ask questions, get help from me anytime you need it, and share your work to get feedback from the community. By the end of this course, you will have everything you need to become a master of the Affinity app. I'll have some information about that down below if you want to check that out, and as always, thanks for watching.